because, you know, trust me, in America, they do it better in the country than they do in the big cities, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there, done that. I've toured the United States. I've been everywhere in this country, man. And each city's got its flavor and all that, but nothing like the flavor of the rural America, man. You know, but I've always pretty much been a country boy, and cities don't do much for me, you know.
Yeah, I've always been a city boy, but city doesn't do much for me either. So.
Yeah, it's you know, if you like to go out every night and drink and chase girls, the city's a nice place.
No, I've been studying people for 15 years, 20 years now. I've just been studying them.
Yeah,
you know, so a city is a good place to be.
Yeah.
If you want to study people.
Yep, this is true. But yeah, you're gonna get to see some true American country rednecks today.
Yeah.
And what they do for fun on the 4th of July. This is supposed to be our biggest holiday, right? Independence Day.
Yeah.
It's what we're celebrating, I guess, you know, the day we signed the Declaration of Independence. And they stole all our freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, you got independence for freedom.
Yeah. Freedom for independence.
Look, if you want independence, all you need to do is hand over your freedom.
Hand over your freedom and you can
Well,
be independent.
that sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. It seemed like it at the time, huh?
Yeah.
Everything that this country did of course, it was all Hegelian dialect. A lot of people, you know, they don't understand the Second Amendment. Like, why was the Second Amendment put in the Constitution? Well, we know that every president of the United States ever was a Freemason. We know that the Constitution was written by Freemasons. So we know they had an agenda. And it wasn't, hey, we want you to be so free that we want you to have your own guns so we can never take over and you'll always be protected from us. Hey, seems like a great deal. And then they had a thing in this country called Manifest Destiny.
Yeah.
They gave people land out west. They built the train lines going out west. They made fake newspaper reports from out west of people being real successful and making tons of money, and then sold people expensive train tickets from the east and got them all to go west. Well, they all brought their guns. This made it so that the United States could, the people protected the country for the Masons. You understand?
Yeah.
The Masons don't build anything, they infiltrate it. They let the people do the work, and then they ultimately control it.
Yeah.
So by having the Second Amendment, then they do things like the California Gold Rush. See, there wasn't very many Americans out there in Texas and all that. That's why Mexico still owns Texas and all that. There's no Americans out there. So then they have the California Gold Rush. Well, what do you get? A bunch of drunken white dudes, heavily armed. Now the California coast is protected. Let anybody try. You don't need the government. You don't need an army.
No.
You got a bunch of drunken white men with guns thinking they're about to get rich. They're all looking for gold. Well, it gives nowhere for the Mexican army to go, does it?
Yeah.
They ain't coming in. You know what I'm saying? All the Indians get pushed back. You know, the natives that used to live here, all done by riled up, fired up, freedom-loving Americans that have the right to bear arms. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Masons just use the citizens to make the country what it is and establish the parameters of the United States, and we were the most well-armed country in the world because a bunch of shit kickers that just think they found freedom and they're all armed. So no army needed to protect the borders
No.
for the longest time, man. You got, you know, dumb redneck white guys that are half drunk and fully armed from coast to coast, baby.
Yeah.
It's like, go ahead, try it. And that's what I believe. That's why I believe the Second Amendment existed. Because you have to understand that all systems were put in place by the Masons, and all the intentions of the Masons is always to let the masses build everything, but we ultimately control it. We designed it that way. They're not just builders like they like to claim. They're infiltrators. They run everything. everything and make sure that they're the guys pulling the strings
Yep.
of all the stuff that the people build, you know.
Yeah.
If you build something good enough, they swoop in and buy it. You know, you start brewing a really good beer or a good soda or anything like that, and you start pulling in a couple million a year in gross, you build a little small mom and pop business, starts taking off, well then Budweiser swoops in and buys you up or whatever. Even if they squash it and don't market it, they'll come buy you up just to, you know, to make sure that corporate America runs the show. You know?
Yeah, of course.
So they'll infiltrate.
It's the same in my country.
Yeah,
That's
they'll
basically
infiltrate.
one beer company, one dairy product company.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. All by design, man.
Yeah. We even have a law that says that we can have that.
So do we.
Yeah.
A monopoly.
Yeah.
You can't have a monopoly.
Yeah.
Yep. More irony in the law. We also have a law that taxes are voluntary. But they'll throw you in prison if you don't pay them. That's an odd one.
Yeah.
Right? Taxes in this country are voluntary. It's you have to voluntarily file your taxes. But then the way they make it criminals, they say you lied on your taxes. I've told people many, many times the best thing, if you're better off not filing than lying on your taxes because you've committed no crime because it's voluntary. But if you voluntarily file your taxes and you lie so you don't have to pay as much, that becomes a felony and they can put you in federal prison.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Well, yeah, you consented, you filed your taxes, but you lied to us on your taxes. That's a crime. So I know a guy went, 38 years without ever filing his taxes. And he owned a construction company and a bar and grill and multiple houses, and you know what I mean? And I said, man, how do you do this? He said, I ain't filed taxes in 30-some years. He said, if you don't file, they don't bother you. I'm like, no shit. Nobody ever thinks of that, do they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the crime is to file and something's wrong in there. That's where they get everybody.
Yeah.
You lied on your taxes in 1992. You know?
Yeah. I know.
Like you say, man, everything's inverted.
Yeah. Everything's upside down these days.
Yeah.
Basically, when I see something new, I just go to the mainstream narrative, find it, and I start in the opposite direction.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And always know that the Hegelian dialect is in play.
Yeah.
Because everything was scripted and designed.
Yeah.
So you always know. When they're telling the people some horse shit, you just got to look at what's the outcome going to be.
Yeah.
And that's what they're
Why do they want this?
Exactly.
Oh, now I see it.
That's right.
So what is it covering up?
Why are they going to fake a pandemic? Probably to mandatory vaccinations, right? I mean,
Yeah.
And other reasons, but yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the lining. It was never about. Of course, it was about getting people to subdue, but that was kind of it, I think, really.
Just turning people, just to make sure. It was like almost like a test of the control grid. Eh?
Yeah.
Like, see how many.
That was a test button.
Yeah. Look how many people
They
went
just
along with it.
sap the whole population and see who was still moving. You know?
I often look at COVID as just that, just a big old test.
Yeah. That was just the. How good is our propaganda machine working, How fast can we get it around? It was all about,
Can we stifle the opposition?
yeah,
Yep.
how fast can we close this down? How fast can we operate when the opposition starts to get involved?
Yep.
And if you look at Agenda 201, half of it was about how to deal with it.
Oh yeah.
It was not about stopping it, ever.
No, it was about how to control the
Yeah.
narrative. That's
Yeah.
what it was about.
Yeah.
The whole month of December was about the media.
Yeah.
And they were. I remember that lady talking and saying, "We're going to have many measures in place to make sure that all information comes from an."
Hey,
Hey, of course. Yeah, plenty of room. Yeah. Man, that's a badass PTO, dude. That's a money car right there. probably well over 100 grand. You'll see it when it comes by, but that's like an old Pontiac GTO, probably a 68 or a 69.
So they're going the other way?
Yeah, the red one you're seeing from the back, yeah, it'll come around. It's gonna be part of the parade, but dude, such a rare car and so sought after. I'm guessing that's 120,000 sitting there, you know.
We can just rock up in there, tap it up there a little bit first.
That is a nice looking car. Oh man, inside as well. That's
68 Le Mans.
That's a nice
Almost-
one,
That's like
yeah.
almost a judge.
Almost. Almost. You're not wrong.
yeah. That's a beast when it's driving.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So how much is this? 5.8 or something? How big is the engine?
It's a Pontiac 400.
400. Okay.
So it'd be like a 5.7, 6.0.
Yeah. It's going. Yeah, there we go. That sounds good.
Good
You
luck,
know?
man. That's what you needed it, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks guys.
Yeah, man. That is awesome.
Alright, I'm gonna get her
Good.
back over.
Hey,
Yeah,
I need
all
you
right.
to find, I'm the guy with the two signs that say freedom matters. You ever need a place to ditch a vehicle until you get a trailer or something, you knock on my door, man. Boy, is he happy now. You know, he was absolutely devastated.
Yeah.
I felt like an idiot for going, hey, how's it going? He's like, well, I was getting me.